Hi everyone. In today's episode, we are going to see a nice mini game which suddenly ends up in a smothered type checkmate. In this game, two lesser known players, Gelinas and Sanchez, were playing, and this game happened around 50 years back in New Jersey, next to New York. White starts the game with e4 and black replaces with pawn c5, Sicilian Defence. White plays nf3, black plays pawn d6, and white goes with d4. This is called open variation in Sicilian Defence. Black has to capture on d4, that's the best move. White should recapture with a knight, this is also the best move. Now black plays nf6, developing the knight plus attacking the e4 pawn. White plays nc3, developing the knight himself and same time defending the e4 pawn. Now black has a variety of ways to continue here. In this particular game, a6 was played, which normally transposes to Nagdorf variation. It can also become Shivananda or even classical variation. The idea behind pawn a6 is to stop any white knight from coming to b5. I mean any white piece coming to b5 and troubling black. Here, white has choices. White goes with bishop b3, which is called English attack. Now black can play e5, which leads to Nagdorf variation. So e5 and b3 this way. Black can also try playing ng4, which is very sharp in nature. Or simple move e6, which leads to Scheveningen variation. But black decides to play nbd7, little clumsy move in this position for some reason. It's white to play. Again, white has options. Maybe the best move is pawn f3 and followed by queen d2. Pawn f3, then queen d2. This is the main variation of English attack. But in this game, after nbd7, white decides to play bishop c4. Now black should be a little careful. Pawn e6 may be possible, but bishop into e6 should be considered. Maybe the best move is nc5, attacking the e4 pawn and then developing normally. In this game, risky move pawn b5 was played, after which white gets some advantage. Very interestingly, the same position has occurred in one of the games of Gukesh, the current world champion, and he was playing black. And in this exact position, he had played queen c7, looks like a strong move, attacking the bishop. And after bishop b3, he had played e6. This was in 2019, and later he won that game also. So this was the other possibility. Anyway, in this given game, Sanchez, some amateur player, decides to play pawn b5. White can go normal with bb3, but he decides to play bishop d5. Knight into d5 is forced. White sets up a trap here by capturing knight into d5. Although e into d5 looks very strong to me, with the threat of nc6 next, and knight gets an outpost very near to the black's king. But sensing a trap in this position and considering that his opponent is not very strong, Gelinas decided to capture with knight into d5. And this move actually creates a threat of nc6, dropping the queen. Black should have played bishop b7, stopping nc6, and then maybe pawn e6, and black looks okay here. But black forgets about that nc6 idea and plays a normal looking move, pawn e6. White need not retreat the knight on d5 because you can go for a counter attack with this move. And here, black is lost. Black decides to save his queen by moving to h4, which results in actual checkmate. So he should have given up the queen, and maybe that position is anyway is losing. But why not queen h4, which he played? It is beautifully met with nc7 checkmate. It's a smothered type of checkmate with king nowhere to go. So this mini game is an example for being careful at the opening stage of the game if one doesn't know it properly. Careless moves like pawn a6 may result in such positions. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching this game. If you like this episode, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks.